I think Duck Hunt's cool. I like seeing all the setups you can get with the can, with the frisbee. I think it's just really exciting when Duck Hunt gets inside and boxes with you. Also, really quick, before we get into this, shout out to the sprites we're using for top 8. These are all so sick.
Yeah, there are some pretty fun ones in there for sure. Okay, going to small battlefield. Now, mixed feelings here personally for being Duck Hunt going to the stage, you know, just because of how close the, you know, platform is to the ledge. I feel like it kind of helps out Wolf a bit more. You kind of excel a little bit more from the range if you take something like PS2. Mind it be, I'm much more of a personal fan of small battlefield, but when it comes to the characters, I feel like it can be a crucial aspect.
For sure, although I feel like, you know, you give Wolf all that space to run around and laser for free. I do think Zawg has the right idea of not giving Ouch like that room to run around, so she can also just dash in and get those upbeat and get that up smash. Not going to kill quite yet. Grab, throw into the can, has the trajectory a little bit off, but doesn't matter. Sliding F tilt is going to be a tool to watch out for. So is the can. Still not going to kill Ouch. He is one of the best wolves in the game for a reason. There's no surviving the last explosion though. Zawg taking first blood.
Zawg, she's looking pretty good here at the moment. Always is going to be a setup, you know, taking a little hit, but hey, 38 damage, not too bad, especially when you have a stock lead. We do see that little trade there. The, you know, can disappears, but you know, it's collateral at the end of the day.
Exactly, yeah, no, most definitely. Oh, all right, Zawg making it back. A little scrappy here in the corner. I like how they're just playing this out. Like, she is content just to sit back and throw out these hitboxes, or these projectiles, but not too content. She will just be down and like, all right, let's go. I'm gonna forward air you, I'm gonna nair you, I'm gonna jab you, I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna do everything else I can too.
Man, the can has been doing wonders here in terms of like the situation where, you know, throwing out Wolf Nair and you trying to kind of interfere with the game plan that Duck Hunt Duo has. Okay, cool, solid setup. Oh my goodness. I did not see that coming. The angle was perfect. The position was immaculate.
You see why I was excited, right?
Yeah.
Duck Hunt's so sick. You just don't see this character very often. And Zawg, she is like one of the premier reps of this character, you know, making top 8 of a major. I think this might be her best run at an event, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, then the run is still going here and looking better as we go into the other minute. Man.
Holding it on. Oh my, the crowd's starting to get into it too here. Everyone starts to smell blood in the water when you get into the loser side of these last few sets of a major. They know how much more antsy these players are going to be. Oh, she gets the frisbee.
Trying to go for the back air, hit off the top there. It was just a little bit of an awkward angle from my understanding there, especially with the clay pigeons. It's not consistent. You have a little bit of an RNG aspect, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, I understand. Oh, the gunman forward tilt, that's gonna be it. Zawg takes game 1.
Okay, we got some cheering here for Zawg. She's looking pretty good here. Ouch, you know, kind of, you know, massaging the back of the neck. I don't know about that. I need to do something else here. And what is that something else here? Looking at possibly a different stage here, you know, checking the beautiful stage list here on the back of her badges.
Shouts out.
You know, got to make sure, like, sometimes you have Kalos, sometimes you don't. Mentioned that a little bit ago.
Looks like we do have Kalos available as a
no,
counter pick.
We have Hollow Bastion?
Yeah, this is actually pretty similar to my stage list. Okay, I'm right at home. This is sick.
I haven't seen Hollow Bastion in like so long here, and obviously it seems like the players aren't the biggest fan of that stage, as I have not seen it at all on stream today as far as watching.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's in a lot of matchup tournaments, it definitely feels like.
Oh, not Hollow Bastion. I was getting.
I think Kalos?
No, it was the Kalos equivalent. My bad. I just I totally got it confused with the Sephiroth stage.
Oh,
Northern
Cave is legal?
No, it isn't. It isn't. I just total great mess up on my part.
You know, I got you. Man, I'm confused. I'm going to the match. I want to see some Duck Hunt. I'm going to something that makes more sense, like Duck Hunt Dog.
Duck Hunt Dog.
Famously the most sensible character in Ultimate, both inclusion-wise and gameplay-wise. Oh my gosh. Oh, that can threatening.
Okay.
I like what she's using with the can here because it's going to force Ouch more often than not to expend that jump. And sometimes it didn't work out for her in that.
Okay.
Eventually she got the stock, but it's going to allow her to be able to jump up there and catch Ouch lacking every once in a while if he doesn't have a jump remaining.
Yeah, it's just looking so rough here for JJ to get in. Ouch, just, you know, struggling so much, able to catch there with the nair. Gonna have to try to apply this pressure. Oh, tries to go for the up smash. Normally it works most of the time, but in this case specifically, it was just, you know, the meaty hitboxes that we're seeing set up by these projectiles. Luckily able to take the stock there, but taking a lot of percent here. It's looking similar to the previous game.
Definitely looking similar to the previous game. Al just doesn't have an answer for these setups, you know. Like I'm used to grenades and Nikita. I don't know what this can business is, and why is there a man on the screen?
Yeah, you just got so much going on. It is definitely rough when you don't have that experience, but we mentioned earlier when we were kind of looking at the overall top 8 with that Embo experience.
Yeah, that's right. Should be a little more experience here. Plays Embo a little bit, but Zawg, she might play just a little bit different from Embo. I mean, I feel like just watching from when we saw Embo earlier today, I feel like Embo is a lot more passive in their play style. And I feel like Zawg is more willing to get in your face with these
she's
aerials.
getting the setup. She is doing some crazy stuff here. I'm just waiting for the scenario where we see something like a spike. Luckily there, Ouch, able to take this lead, 145, gotta rock with it. Really abuse that rage aspect here. Okay, keeping center stage here in between the can, navigating the minefield.
That Nair's gonna send Ouch all the way out there. Not gonna be able to DI that one, just barely enough to kill. They have the minor percent league, and Wolf starting to stack it up a little bit more. Great parry. Oh my god, combo breaker comes out from Zawg. That felt so sudden. She got so much out of it. And now it's back to neutral, but Ouch, again, slides in there and gets a lot for a little. Makes it back, has to avoid Wolf ledge trapping. Use the can for a trade, I like it. At the very least, you have to pay a fee to ledge trap. I thought that force smash was it.
Like that would have sent at a nasty angle, would have forced the Wolf flash. All right, Ouch looking pretty good here, waiting, was thinking about maybe going for the grab, goes for the up tilt, and as deceptive as that move is, it does kill quite a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of hesitation in that situation. I felt like a grab could have happened, but didn't go for it. But again, finds the kill regardless. I love when you get to this point of bracket and you watch the players and they just get, you can tell they're so comfortable in these situations. They don't let those flubs and those like tiny little mistakes like dissuade them at all. They're just ready to get right back into it. Oh, okay, I get up tilt here, it's fine. I'm gonna get a chance to kill you again in 2 seconds. I really admired that about players who are consistently making it to this point in bracket. And I believe now, this is our first set that is not a 3-0.
And we're on Battlefield.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is good for Duck Gun. I like this. That's going to add another dimension of travel for the can, I think.
Yeah.
And just more situations to put Ouch in a tech chase spot. I mean, obviously Wolf gets a lot out of it too. That's why Ouch didn't ban it. Fun to watch out for, though.
Okay, solid, you know, back and forth here. Ouch, racking up a lot of percent. Oh, taking the shotgun to the face and off the top.
Allows you, as Duck Gun, to get toward that top blast on a little bit easier, using that, it's like a step ladder to a degree. You want to get to the top shelf? Okay, bet, I got you.
But it was just the aspect of how we got there. It wasn't even relatively forced. It was this awkward situation, and then Zawg, she was just able to fully capitalize.
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, she's trying to find something here. Just now we're getting to a little bit more content, just to kind of circle camp around these platforms, throwing out the clay pigeon, goes right into a grab, hanging out on this platform. The dash attack is going to send her up. Ouch, trying to end it all. It's not going to quite yet. Great DI coming from Zawg. Force throw, get her off stage.
Okay, able to avoid the hit from the laser, going for the high risky recovery here. Not going to be able to make it back.
Yeah, that time not surviving. Just I like the idea from Zawg, just hoping you can mix up the timing, but with Wolf F tilt, it is very easy to get that stock at the end of the day.
Okay. Oh my goodness, the phantom hit there from the clay pigeon. So awkward, never expected. Oh, it was just nair after nair.
It's just so antsy when they get close to each other. It's just so much pressure on both of them to swing first. And Ouch has been getting rewarded for those swings. This time, not so much. Throws up into the can, put him in a bad spot. A lot of damage on Ouch, who, for the record, has made it a lot closer this game, but bumps the can directly into him, and that's going to be Ouch's last stock. Zawg looking to go up 2-1 in a pivotal game 3.
All right. Zawg kind of in a corner here on the stock, going a bit of a stone here, and what a call out there from Ouch. 10%, not too bad. This is definitely doable here, but Zawg, she's looking good. She has the control there of the center stage. Okay, gives it a little bit, but you want to be away there from the can here, but this is a setup, possibly able to catch there, not quite. JJ navigating this beautifully.
Thankfully for Ouch, Duck Hunt setups aren't like a lot of other Smash characters that have things like that. They're not guaranteed, and they're really hard to get consistently. So it helps out a little bit in that regard. This is when it does hit, it does so much. Both of them are, oh my god, they both went the same way. That was so scary. Both of them getting out with their lives. Backdoor's gonna send Zawg out to the left side. Has to make it back somehow. The can is gonna flip the situation on its head. Now Ouch in disadvantage. Nairs again though. Oh, they've done such a good job.
She was on the other foot here. Backing up, avoiding the pigeon, going high for the backer. That will do it there for game 3.
Yes.
Oh, going to the run back, just saying thumbs up. Want to keep the momentum, little smile. It was close. It was doable for both players here. We could definitely see a possible game 5. Ouch here is like, nah, gotta close this up quick.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here. We gotta, venue closes in 3 hours. We gotta wrap this up. Oh my gosh.
All right. And it keeps on going. Running back here to Battlefield. So I guess Ouch specifically was like, you know, in terms of the benefits, like, you know, it outweighs the cons.
Yeah, no, I agree. The good outweighs the bad here. I think definitely fine. Both characters like it. I think Zawg did get a little bit out of it, and we're gonna see a lot of the same stuff we saw in that last game here. Just a matter of if it goes in Zawg's favor this time, I guess.
All right. Ouch here, able to find the grab, back throw the setup. Late hit of the nair, back air. Can really far here, not gonna help you a lot. All right, we'll fire back up, and the up smash, full charge. So much damage, so much kill power.
Yeah, Zawg just thought she had the time, maybe thought she had the spacing as well, but that up smash is deceptively wide-reaching. Very strong tool. Goes for it again. God, and that's like what you see from all the best wolves. You see it from Ouch all the time. You see it from Jackal. You see it from Danny. Just the confidence of going for those kill moves at the ledge.
I don't know if it's you know, relegated to the best wolves, but wolves I'll give you that. Wolf players do be throwing down that forward smash.
Oh. Okay, let me rephrase it. It works when you see the best
when it works, it works. And in terms of moves that have so much privilege, you know, the back air, being able to throw out that forward smash because you have so low recovery if it ends up on whip, and usually you're able to get out of a bad situation. So it's something you can like kind of go with a call out and take a little bit of that risk.
Oh my gosh, I like the movement mix up there. Hitting it with the back air to send it out off stage, and then hitting B again to move back in. Zawg, gotta take the stock that time as well for the falling up air. I just want to point out how tricky the can movement can be in this set. That's something Ouch is gonna have to watch out for. As Zawg showing she still has some fight left in her taking that stock. Not out of it yet.
Not out of it indeed here. Doing pretty good, 69%, getting, you know, the tech trade there from the grab, trying to apply pressure with a smash attack, but what an extension here from Ouch. Trying to catch the nair, really baiting with the nair, keeps it going, might try to get a jump back here, no, waiting. Going for the back throw, maintaining that control, now going deep. Now this is looking a lot scarier for Zawg. That back air was gonna be lethal.
Yeah, that was a great air dodge using the full range. Again, those magnet hands coming in handy. Duck Hunt has those in droves, but it doesn't matter if you can't get on stage for a meaningful amount of time, and she's not going to be able to, as Ouch closes it out after a great run from Zawg in this tournament.
Zawg, she put on an amazing performance. Ouch is one of BC's best and ranked #1 in BC on multiple occasions, if not, you know, consistently over the last few years.
Right.
And, you know, doing so well in that set, that's quite the achievement.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Everything was looking really good for both players. Zawg looked great after taking that first game as well. Just Ouch was able to make the adaptations in time. That maybe that experience you're talking about earlier coming in handy,
Yeah,
finally
yeah.
unlocking a little bit during game 2. And he's able to move